All set. Let's start following the plan.
I'm a bomb. There's still some time before I explode, so you can take a look around first. That's no problem, of course. But if you don't want to go too far, I can also play a soothing tune for you in case you get bored. Now playing Never Give Up, Never Surrender by the trending superstar Ask Ripley from the Epsilon 12 system. Oh, hang on. Penaconia's family have not purchased the rights to this song. We can't play it here. How about this? I'll recite it for you. Next up, please enjoy a recital of Never Give Up, Never Surrender. Oh, aha! If you ask me how I feel about you, don't tell me that you pretend not to see. They will never give you up, never make you sad. They will never give you up, never make you cry. They will never say goodbye to you, never tell lies to hurt you. Praise, aha!
At least I made some progress. Gotta keep working at it.
actor. You can call me the director doll. I often use this name in film credits. If you didn't know, I'm the one who directed the entire farce in Peniconia. As the leading man of the show, what did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts. Well, actually, due to the current plot requirements, you're only allowed to say one line. So please try and resist the urge to share your thoughts. Sunday, who's that? Since you're done asking questions and I'm done answering, according to the script, I must reveal to you the fact that there's no bomb here at all, thus causing you to want to kick yourself for spending this whole time listening to me prattling on, after which we will part ways. But don't fret, I've also prepared a gift for you. A dream bubble that has the thrilling life and death moments I shared with a beautiful memo keeper. If you haven't seen it yet, you should hurry up and look for Dr. Edward. Hello, human. We meet again. I never thought I'd see you here. I'm currently on this luxury cruise ship enjoying Penaconia's consumer-friendly sugar-coated cannonballs. What about you? Are you just seeing the sights? If you've been to the Xianzhou Lafu, it's likely we've met. I'm a heliobus, originally from the Lafu's Fixtural Garden. I'm passionate about researching Xianzhou subcultures, but I've slowly come to realize that Xianzhou subcultures also have their limits. I forgot what happened. But anyway, I ended up in Peniconia. I wanted to study a subculture that is completely different from the Xianzhou. And boy, it's really been an eye-opening experience. That is, if I had eyes. I've come to realize the people here don't treat subcultures as actual culture. They call them Yes, meme, that's it. They even have forms. I'm good friends with a meme with sharp teeth and claws. It's very interested in the Xianzhou Videodera culture. I gave it a Xianzhou name, and it was delighted. Oh, speaking of which, I should go and look for it. Mimi the monster has an explosive temper, and it's never been very patient. I hope we can find a real sugar-coated cannonball, bomb. Bye-bye! by the laughter. To think you've seen through my disguise this quickly! Honestly, my dear Mr. Gray Hair, you're just like that ferocious pangolin in Madame Susan's bedroom. Keep your shirt on! A watched pot never boils, mister. I'm on to you. You're here because you accepted bribes from the duplicitous and corrupt leader of that Sparkle Gang. The scoundrel who wants to become mayor of Sparkle City. Blazing Bro! This evil city has fallen into depravity. As the sheriff's doll, I cannot idly stand by and do nothing. And now, only this imaginary neutron bomb can completely cleanse Sparkle City of your ilk. If you wish to defeat me, you'll have to face off against the great Sparkle's dogs. They're my fiercely loyal companions, and you'll never defeat them.
Show no mercy.
No dirty tricks. It's on me. Let's improvise. Let the show begin!
My friends, indulge yourselves! Conflict is pitiless.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all! Watch your head! Spend freely. Dreams do come true.
Here is thunder.
Oh!
Underling of Blazing Bro. You'll never get away with this. Because I'm just an adorable doll. Not some imaginary neutron bomb. arrived, the great gray-haired little one. I'm the constable around these parts, and right now, I'm posing as a bomb. What do you know? This is called foreshadowing. Alright, now that you've found me, it's my turn to complete my mission. Next, I'll count down from 5 and then explode. 5, 4, 1! Is it really that important? I'm not even a real bomb. Was it surprising, shocking, horrifying? No? Really? Fine. That's too bad then. You really ought to learn how to get a girl over.
Not much time left. I hope I make it. Is that Firefly?
28 minutes, 46 seconds. 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
You're here! Looks like she also sent you a message. Since you're here, I'll just keep it short. Just over half an hour ago, I received a message from an unknown sender and rushed here as soon as I could.
27 minutes, 52 seconds. 27 minutes, 51 seconds.
The Sweet Dream has lost the protection of the Order. If it were to blow up here, the consequences would be unfathomable. I've scrutinized it for a long time, but the bomb's design is incredibly unique, as if it's been locked by some mysterious path force. Apart from its creator, I fear no one knows how to deactivate it. You mean the Watchmaker's guests? That's a pity. Based on my experience, I don't think any of them can turn the tide on this situation. The Memo Keeper may be able to teleport the bomb to a deserted location, but I have found a note inside the doll. I don't know what grudges they have, but this path is a dead end, too. That's probably not possible. Time is running out and she is a master of disguise. And even if we catch her, she won't come quietly. Actually, there might be another way. Do you still remember? The script said that I will experience death 3 times in the Land of Dreams. I think this moment heralds the 3rd time. You may already know that I have no way of evoking dreams. I employ a Stellaron Hunter's special method in order to enter dreams instead. This allows me to perform feats that typical dream chasers can't. As long as I can bear the pain of the Memoria pressure, I'll be able to dive into the primal memory zone beyond the dream and extend a lifeline to the Radiant Feldspar. I will take this bomb into the depths of the dreamscape, as deep as possible where there are no living souls around. That way, at least no one will get hurt. Don't worry. I believe that this Firefly armor will be enough to take me to where I need to go before the countdown ends, and maybe even make it back safely. At present, this is our best and most logical course of action. After all, a long story deserves a happy ending. I have some words to share with you, though they were spoken to me by Miss Acheron. She said that the so-called impossible is merely something that is yet to happen. At the moment, there are so many things that seem impossible, but are they really never going to happen? Maybe it's just that the moment to disprove these impossibilities hasn't arrived yet. Whether it be a literal ending, suffering akin to death, or a harrowing deathscape, before the appointed destination arrives, they are all the same. Yet I can still make myriad choices. I also firmly believe that when that moment arrives for us to make a choice, the answer to our end will already be within our hearts. It is not destiny that shapes us, but we who shape destiny. The Astral Express and the Stellaron Hunters are like light and shadow. We walk on different paths, intertwined, moving forward and growing together. Maybe the end is predestined, but it is not today.
Since things are going too well, let's speed up the countdown.
Human life is short, just like fireflies to a flame. So if you have an answer in your heart, always remember, don't leave with any regrets. We have this right, don't we?
When our paths converge 'neath the sun, how silent descend melody song.
Since you care so much about other people's safety, why don't you go take a closer look?
Sweet songs whisper.
You see, everything is possible in this land of dreams. We each came here with our own goals and realized them in unimaginable ways. Regardless if the result was a sweet illusion or a bitter reality. It was an answer we longed for, day and night. So, why do people choose to slumber? I think it's as you said. Because in the end, we will wake up from our dreams.
We belong.
When I arrived, I happened to see a child holding it. He said the flowers were prepared by Aunt Jessie for the watchmaker and the war comrade he'd missed his whole life. Mikhail would place 2 bunches of flowers here year after year. And after he left, it became 3. Your wishes will always be remembered by someone. Now, Peniconia, as you hoped, has welcomed the dawn after a long, dark night. The path forward may not be a bed of roses, but at least people are prepared to step forth towards freedom. Tiernan, you can go home now. While the Nameless are also preparing for the next stop of their voyage.
But before leaving, we still have one last thing to do.
Looks like you've also noticed that history fictionologist is nowhere to be found in Peniconia, disappearing just as quietly as when he first showed up. I believe he must have come here at the end, to bid farewell to his nameless friends. Similarly, I'm sure you all have plenty you want to say to them. A fitting end to the tale of the departed. One could not ask for a better farewell. Go on. They're all here.
That statue. It wasn't here last time.
Looks like this is the last riddle that Mr. Gallagher left for us. In the end, we still failed to figure out his true identity, or if he was even a living person.
What should I say? I mean, this guy is definitely a history fictionologist, all right. I'm suddenly reminded of the time at the theme park when he said he was only 13 years old. Could that have meant something too? Either way, he's an enigmatic character for sure. At least our journey together in Peniconia was real enough. And his loyalty and love for this land must have been real too, right? Gallagher, we raise a toast to you, the slumbering hound. To the festival's invitation, to all lies and the singular truth. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles. If we ever meet again, please don't talk in riddles. Honestly, when I heard the conductor's request, I was pretty surprised. The Nameless. Those who trailblaze, doing good deeds but never seeking recognition. After all this time, how would we even find those 3 people in such a vast place like Peniconia? But it seems, in the land of the dreams, anything is indeed possible.
History may not remember the names of the dead, but the stars will attest to their journeys. The first glimmer of light in the prolonged night often illuminates little, as it is fleeting and the darkness too vast. But because of this, people will remember. As long as something shines in the night sky, then when the first star falls, countless more will follow, streaking across the horizon.
Brooklyn Tiernan,
Rosalina, Jay, and Estella, we raise a toast to you, trailblazers of the Silver Rail. A toast to history that no longer remains silent. The passionate and courageous pursuit, and a voyage that traverses the stars.
Is the Astral Express ready to depart Peniconia?
Apologies, Mr. Mika, that we are only now bidding you farewell.
Oh, that's all right. You've all done so much for the Watchmaker, and we are forever indebted. Allow me, as the representative of Dreamflux Reef, to make another toast to all the nameless.
What will the people of Dreamflux Reef do now?
Many will continue to live here. Those accustomed to being awake will mostly have a hard time getting used to a life of darkness with their eyes closed. Though the order has faded, there must be someone to watch over this primal memory zone. Penaconia's nights are long, and there are many who are still far from a good night's sleep. As for the sweet dream over there, we're still managing without it, aren't we?
Mika and residents of Dreamflux Reef, we raise a toast to you, watchers of the long dream. To your tenacity throughout time, to each sorrowful night, and to the dawn that is finally upon us.
In the end, we still came full circle. This trailblazing expedition started from the moment you and a bellboy ran into each other. After going on a journey of many twists and turns, they still ended up where they started. Just like a clock's hands that turn round and round, the start and end of each day will always land on 12 o'clock, the advent of time moving forward. There shouldn't be much left to say. This entire adventure started because of you, and should naturally end with you. And then, a new page will be turned. Mikhail Char Legwork, we raise a toast to you, Watchmaker of the Land of the Dreams, Nameless of the Astral Express, to Penaconia's past, present, future, and the child's unwavering dream unto death.
With that, our duty as nameless should be complete, right?
The trailblaze can illuminate the way, but ultimately, the future of a world belongs to those who live in it.
I still feel that Mr. Mikhail must have really wanted to witness this day himself.
What's on your mind, March?
Just a strange feeling. I had it a few stops ago, but it's super strong this time.
Why not talk about it? Maybe everyone's thinking the same thing.
I can't help but think that whether it's Mr. Mikhail, Mr. Tiernan, or Madame Rosalina, their lives must have been long, and they must have experienced plenty of stories. They were also young once, stumbling and bumbling around just like us, getting into scraps and mischief, that sort of stuff. Compared
companions, enemies, journeys, adventures, all the sad and happy memories. The everyday that we're used to, they've lived through them too. But those things are all in the past. Yeah, maybe that's the precise thing I can't let go of. It'll be easier to understand if I use an analogy. Like when you're reading a book. If one of its characters keeps running into obstacles and experiences an ending full of regrets, we're bound to feel a bit mixed about it, right? Because we've seen every nook and cranny of their lives, we see these people as special. So, even if there are parts of it that aren't really realistic nor logical, we still hope that their story gets a good ending when it comes. But what if they and we aren't really that special? When Mr. McHale sat in this chair, waiting for the Astral Express to arrive every day, what was he thinking? And if, at the end of his life, he could still firmly say he had no regrets, then what is this regret we feel in our hearts right now?
I think each and every one of us is searching for the answer to this very question. The universe is vast, and our lives are but specks. The trailblaze never ends, but against the backdrop of the cosmos, the average person's lifelong journey is merely a short stretch. But it is in this minuscule distance that paths cross and countless worlds connect. The universe may not remember every person who leaves a tie along the silver rail, but we will. As long as we remember, their stories will never end. And what Mr. McHale has left for us is his answer to this very question. It may not be perfect, but it left a smile on this storied, jaded old nameless's face at the end of his life. And its meaning will be interpreted by those who come after us.
It's not the answer that's important, but what we can learn from others' answers, right?
This is what trailblazing is.
Sure. I'm really sorry for bringing down the vibe. Quick, Don Hung, tell us a dad joke to lighten the mood.
It's never a bad thing to reflect. One day we'll all have to face our own farewells.
But before that, we still have a long way ahead of us together.
So the most important thing right now is to tell the conductor what we saw in Peniconia. Then prepare ourselves for our next trailblazing destination.
I should get back to the Express. Or maybe I could say my final goodbye to Acheron.
Do you still remember when we first arrived in Peniconia? Who would have thought our paths would cross in such a way? Come to think of it, I didn't even get a chance to formally introduce myself. Simply put, I'm a self-annihilator who was cursed by the Nihility. My hometown was destroyed a long time ago, and the whole world was erased beneath their shadow. In order to fight against the cruel end of self-destruction, I went on a journey, in search of a way to sever the chains of the Nihility. After a long and grueling search, I am convinced that my destination lies within the depths of the dark web, where reality and the Nihility are separate. In there lurks a secret called Device 9. One day, I'll reach it. The ocean of stars is vast, and given our destinations, I'm afraid our paths may not cross again. But the trailblazing expedition ahead is always full of unknowns, and my blade is sharp enough to sever fate. As long as we maintain our original resolve, I believe there will come a day where we will meet again. In that case, I must apologize for my rudeness. Do you remember when we first met? I once said you reminded me of an acquaintance. Because of the Self-Annihilator's curse, my memories are stripped away, blurring my past. And after our journey together, what I originally thought were familiar feelings were merely illusions. I believe this was truly our first meeting. What do you mean? It's improbable that you've crossed paths with my past self. What I mean is, there is nothing left to retrace there. Only nihility. I see. You've also had a similar experience? Then you should know that this me and your memory of me are not the same person. Long ago, I too was like you, with irreplaceable companions. We also embarked on journeys, making the best choices we could, whenever we could. Unfortunately, we didn't achieve the outcome we wanted. But moments like this make me feel like they never even left. In this universe, there exist countless worlds that are similar yet different, and countless people who are alike yet distinct. I too have wandered alone, encountering acquaintances on strange worlds, seeing their silhouettes overlap with my past. In your opinion, what does this déjà vu mean? Attachment, desire, longing. They may all be right, but they are all incomplete. I believe it's not something external, but something that originates within us. An emotion that traverses time from a certain moment of our past to reach us. Perhaps it's a source of warmth and happiness, or maybe it brings pain and sorrow. Each time we reminisce on our past, we always seem to notice a tiny but unforgettable instant that we left behind us, along with certain other things that remain constant throughout. That is a summary of our lives, encapsulating everything about us in these moments. Proof of our shared path. Within them, we glimpse our own essence, and thus, we truly exist. Just like everyone in this story, hurtling onwards along the path of destiny with passion and courage for the things that breathe meaning into their lives. Set forth on your voyage without hesitation, Nameless, on the path of the Trailblaze. Even if the ending has been predetermined, that's fine. There are countless things that humans cannot change. But before that, on the road towards the end, there are still many things that we can do. And because of this, the end will thus reveal a completely different meaning. This is the meaning of journey. All those things, beautiful before, are still so now. And I believe it will still bloom at the end of the nihility, until we meet again beneath the sun's rays.
There. Chin up, Pom-Pom. Don't be sad. Don't cry.
Wow. Your method of consolation is truly unsophisticated.
Still better than just standing there like a scarecrow. Oh, hey, you're finally back. We told Pom-Pom all about our adventure, and they suddenly started crying. I've never seen Pom-Pom so sad before.
The conductor never cries. Pom-Pom is never sad. Pom-Pom is just angry. Yeah, angry. No matter where the express stops, you lot always manage to cause chaos. My well-thought-out timetable completely ignored. If you carry on like this, the express is gonna run out of fuel. That's right. Pom-Pom is just angry. It's not because of Misha, Tiernan, Rosalina, and the rest.
It's okay. Oh, Pom-Pom, just let it all out. Everyone, could you all take a break in the next car? Don't worry. I'll stay here with Pom-Pom.
But...
Let's go, March.
I never expected Pom-Pom would be so distraught.
Those three nameless must have meant a lot to Pom-Pom.
No one knows exactly when Pom-Pom boarded the express, but one can surmise that their journey has been filled with many hellos and goodbyes. Probably more than we can imagine. The fact that they're crying so hard is probably a good sign. It proves that Pom-Pom's emotions haven't become dulled by the grind of time. They still deeply cherish every nameless who has boarded the express and value every journey shared with them. Leave it to Himiko. When it comes to comforting, there's no one better on the express. Well, they were a little emotional at the time, but I'm afraid that's not out of the question. Since you joined us, the Express has stayed longer than anticipated at every stop along the way, and to ensure that everyone always makes it back on board, Pom-Pom has had no choice but to delay the warp jump schedule.
I see. No wonder I can regularly hear Pom-Pom pacing anxiously up and down the corridor.
Turns out Pom-Pom's been silently putting in a lot of work for us. Wow.
Different from typical vehicles, the Astral Express converts every trailblaze into the energy it needs to run. Ideally, as long as trailblazing expeditions continue without interruption, the Express will receive a constant flow of energy, much like a perpetual motion machine. But because of our previous encounters, fuel is being used up much faster than expected. We can probably only pull off 2 more warp jumps at most.
Only 2 more? Isn't that super risky? Oh, I don't want to become an ice cube floating around in space again! How about we shove you back in the space station's computer then?
Which also means that we must prudently consider our next destination.
Yes, I've already checked the astral charts. The 2 nearest worlds to us are the oceanic planet of Lushaka and the agate world Melostanen. As for which one we're headed to, that still requires a vote.
Or perhaps you might consider a suggestion. Everyone, we meet again.
It's you! Why were you just in my room?
It's a very cute room, Miss March. Just like you.
Memo Keeper, let's put aside how you managed to sneak past everyone and board the Express for now. You mentioned a suggestion.
I accidentally overheard how the Express obtains fuel. I just wanted to chat with everyone to see if we could work together. But now, it appears my suggestion could be the very lifeline that saves everyone.
Please speak candidly. Depending on what you say, we could very well ask you to disembark.
The Permanence's descendant. What a charming little dragon, especially with those mired memories of yours. But I digress. If the Astral Express is in urgent need of a special trailblazing expedition to recharge its engine, have you all considered this? Perhaps your destination could be a world that even the renowned Akivili never reached. Should you be able to lay down a new stretch of silver rail, the Express may never have to worry about energy ever again.
Trailblazing to a world that even Akivili has never been to? Is that possible?
Continue, Memo Keeper. This destination of which you speak, what sort of world is it?
A world that many across the universe don't even know exists. A world hidden away from outside observation. Its presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. A world fettered by 3 paths, its destiny hanging in the balance. The Eternal Land, Amphorius. I hope I'm not too late, child.
I wasn't expecting it to be you.
Don't you know how many sentry posts the family has built? And how hard it is to get you out of here?
Looks like my time's up.
What do you mean? What time?
Negotiation, interrogation, or death. My fate lies entirely in your hands, Lady Bonajade. The dance is done. Why bother with the compassionate pretense and give someone who's about to die the chance to talk?
Despite your fall from grace, you still look well. I'm very glad to see that you're so full of verve.
Do not insult my pride with half-veiled sarcasm. Have you specially come to see me just to sate your vile vanity?
Oh, of course not. I merely came to fulfill your younger sister's wishes. To offer you a generous trade. That is, if you're willing to accept.
Robin?
To build a true haven where everyone can attain peace. That's the oath between you siblings, isn't it? If I told you there was still a chance to realize this vow, would you be willing to talk to me then? I recognize the gravity of this question, which is why you don't have to answer me right now. Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds, sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
I will not accept your charity.
As I mentioned earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer. A word of advice for you before we part ways. A word of warning from someone who's been in your shoes before. Life is too short to miss out on golden opportunities.
It's